we need to talk about how AI is going to affect your future as a freelancer. What you're seeing right here is the new Upwork Pro chat, where it's integrating Chat GPT into Upwork and test it out as it's integrated with Upwork. Upwork is trying to integrate it into its messaging platform so that you as a freelancer can use it as part of your services. So we're going to talk about the benefits of AI as a freelancer, but also the potential risks, actually the guaranteed risks, and what you maybe should be worried about, and how you need to be adapting now in your business to make sure that you remain relevant and don't get replaced by AI, because it's already starting to happen. And you may have already noticed that you have a hard time getting certain jobs that you used to have an easier time getting, because now the company is like, well, I can just use an AI tool to get that done. So why hire somebody? Why hire a freelancer to do that job? There's some different things that we got to talk about here. Is first, I want to test this out. How to optimize your Upwork profile. Let's see what AI says about how to optimize your Upwork profile. So this new system is simply the same thing as ChatGPT. It's just integrated into Upwork, and soon it will roll out, I think, to at least anyone who's paying for an Upwork, the Upwork monthly account. So let's look at what AI told us to do to optimize our Upwork profile. Professional profile picture. Choose a clear, friendly, and professional-looking photo. A compelling title. Clear, concise, and reflective of your expertise. Avoid being too general. Specificity helps attract the right clients. Yeah, that's true, and I've talked about that a lot, is having a specific niche within your job title, not just I'm a video editor. That doesn't help. A strong overview that highlights your skills, experience, what makes you stand out. Specialized skills. Under the skills section, list your top skills that are most relevant. Work portfolio, education and work experience, testimonials and reviews. Always encourage clients to leave feedback. Professional rates that reflects your skills. Take skills tests on Upwork to show your expertise and back it up. Engage in the community. Be active in the Upwork community. Video introduction. Yes, definitely create a video introduction on your profile. That definitely increases your chances in getting invited and hired. Optimize for keywords. You use keywords relevant to the services you offer in your title and overview for better visibility in Upwork search results. I've talked a lot about that. And staying active, submitting proposals, updating your profile. Learn from feedback. So yeah, this is a good overview. It's all good stuff. AI continues to produce pretty good stuff, but sometimes it's lacking in certain depth. But overall, it's better than what you could just Google saying how to optimize your Upwork profile. But of course, you might come across a blog post or an article that does go into more depth. So yeah, as you can see, it basically works no different than ChatGPT works. Now, one of the reasons why Upwork is doing this is because there is the concern that if a freelancer is being paid to, let's say, write a blog post, but then they go into AI and they have the AI write the blog post, is that ethical? Is the client okay with that? I think why Upwork is integrating this into their messenger is so that they can keep a record of how the freelancer is using ChatGPT. That, yeah, they can't control whether the freelancer goes to just the normal ChatGPT outside of Upwork and still uses that, but they're trying to make it really convenient and easy for the freelancer to use within Upwork so that they don't, because ChatGPT is starting, you have to get a paid plan if you want access to certain features, but if a freelancer can have access to it within Upwork, then it's gonna encourage them to use it on Upwork and not outside of Upwork. But I can tell you, even though they don't come out and say it, that with this being integrated into Upwork Messenger, since Upwork keeps a record of all your messages in Upwork Messenger, they're going to keep a record of how you're using Chat GPT. And if the client has some kind of a dispute, or they're worried that you're being paid to do something that you're just outsourcing to AI, you're almost subcontracting AI, then that could cause potential problems. Then it's like, why am I paying you to do this? And this is one of the biggest issues here that we've is in discussion, is to what extent is it okay to use AI as a freelancer and then turn around and charge for your services. I think where the line needs to be drawn, and the companies that I've talked to, they tend to see it like this too, is that it's okay that you use it as a supplemental way to maybe speed up your process, and support your research and whatever you're having to do, but not just allow it to do the whole thing. That, if you're trying to get some content for a blog post and you're using AI to help with that, but you're still going in and you're the main one writing it, editing it, then you still deserve to be paid for that, even though you're using AI as a supportive tool. But then the client's thinking, okay, well, if I'm going to hire somebody to write this blog post, to develop a logo, to even edit a video, but then they're just using AI to get the whole job done, then why don't I just use AI to get the job done and not even hire the freelancer to begin with? And this is starting to happen, where businesses are almost operating their whole business through AI tools. They're getting their videos edited and even created by AI tools, and where their voice is being recreated. They have avatars being recreated of themselves on camera. They're not even shooting a video of them on camera. There are some serious problems that are going to come from this, in my opinion, as we no longer know what's real and what's not as we watch content online. And as a freelancer who's being paid to create content, or let's say on the strategy side, you're being paid as a marketing consultant, but you're going to Chat GPT to ask to create, let's go in here real quick. Create a content marketing strategy. Okay. So ChatGPT is now giving basically a basic strategy as well. I've charged $1,500, $2,000 even for the strategies that I create. Granted, they're 15 pages long. I can tell you right now, whatever AI puts in here, and of course, as you do different prompts, you can get more and more details. This is a basic overview of a strategy. So again, still requires my own intellect to create something more in depth, or I just keep adding in prompts and adding in prompts. And yeah, some people say that the skill required to prompt AI in certain ways is still coming from a human. Anyways, there's a lot of evolution ahead with this, and there's a lot of controversy and discussion ahead with this. But what you need to be thinking about as a freelancer is, how can you stay relevant, even though these tools are making it a lot cheaper and easier to get certain things done that companies were hiring you to do, that now they're just outsourcing to AI without even trying to find a freelancer to do it. I think it will backfire for the companies that are relying too much on AI and not hiring actual humans. I think there's also opportunities in your own business to use AI supplementally to speed up your process and to make it make you essentially earn more with less time spent, because you're automating some aspects of your process, but you're still very much in control of it, and you're still doing the bulk of the work, so that the client feels that it's worth it that they're paying you. But yeah, just know that this is one way that Upwork is trying to control this, by integrating it into their system so that they can track how freelancers are using AI. But you got to stay ahead of this so that you can look at your own services and think, okay, as I'm pitching my service to a client in a proposal, and even on my profile or in an interview, how can I communicate the value of my services as being irreplaceable by a tool like an AI tool? Because they might ask you now in interviews, so why don't I just use this video creation tool? And you need to be prepared with how you're going to respond to those questions. I can tell you right now, like I've already had potential clients ask about AI and, well, could I just use this AI tool to do my SEO on my website or to create videos for my YouTube channel? And I have had to come up with responses and do some research and prepare myself to know how to respond to convince them, hey, yeah, to an extent, this tool might provide some support and help with the process along the way, but you're still going to need my experience and specific knowledge and skill set to execute on this in the right way that cannot be replaced by an AI tool. The human experience of what I can bring to the table has this, and this specific type of value. And so this is something that freelancers now have to practice, and you're going to have to add this to your sales skills tools, is how to defend your services as being better than a comparative AI tool. You need to do the research, for one, to see what AI tools are out there that are performing what you do as a freelancer, and then you need to come up with responses of how you're going to respond to a client, and not even just wait for them to respond, but start pitching yourself even differently in your own proposals to show that you are a better option than a specific AI tool, and then be prepared to respond to a client who might ask you about that. So get prepared now, because this is moving quickly, and AI is being integrated into business very quickly, and it's going to have a lot of downsides, and there's going to be some opportunities as well, but you've got to stay on top of it and be prepared so that you can stay relevant, so that you keep getting hired as a freelancer. But just know that as this kind of technology comes out, you have to adapt, and you have to be willing to adapt in order to stay relevant so that you can keep finding clients. So please let me know in the comments. I mean, this is just the beginning of probably many other conversations regarding how to deal with AI as a freelancer, how to remain relevant. Please let me know in the comments below what thoughts you have about it, and maybe if you've hit up against any struggles yourself, or you've had clients ask you about AI, and what worries do you have, what concerns do you have about it, and maybe how have you used it as a tool to help in your freelance business. Let me know below, and we can continue to talk more about that. If you want my help to optimize your Upwork profile beyond what AI can give you right here, click the link below to go to the Upwork Mastery course on my website. It's $37, and if you sign up for that course, I will review your Upwork profile for free in a video so that you can enhance the relevancy of your profile and continue to compete against these robots that are now stealing your job away from you. With that said, I hope you have a great day.